And good evening, friends, and welcome to Speed Gaming 2. Here on this evening, we have this quarterfinal match between Shatty and Thirwolf. I'm Adirondack Rick, being joined by Leslie Pro. How are you?
Doing well, and I am looking forward to seeing how this final quarterfinal series plays out. Does Shatty take it 2-0, or does Thirwolf force the game 3? And for the remorse flags, it is second quest dungeons. This could get rather difficult rather quickly.
Yeah, well, second quest dungeons definitely do come with a little bit of a pizzazz. We already do know that we're going to be seeing second quest enemies be incorporated and second quest rooms as well as a result of the remorse flag. Nice calculated efforts here by Thirwolf, perhaps maybe to try to drive the race into his favor, trying to get himself back into this best of 3 series. If game number 3 is required, it is tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Here on the Speed Gaming Network, we'll have a channel to be determined. Here we go. Where do you think we're going to start for this race, Leslie?
See, it's gonna be nice or not, because there's some bad. Because even with the easy start shuffle, there's some bad spots. But it's Thirwolf, Shatty, 2 very skilled runners. I'm gonna say Deadwoods.
You took where I was going to say, so I'll go ahead and say the same thing, and we'll both be wrong. All right, game number 2 of this best of 3 series, and they're close to start. We start ourselves with a boomerang. Here we go. And we get ourselves, I quickly saw the Triforces. It is going to be 1 and 7, which means 1 and 8, because we're dealing with second quest dungeons. And our wood sword is right where it needs to be, and it is also going to be no extra candles turned on.
So for second quest dungeons, there's a different Triforce layout. The level 1 Triforce and the level 6 Triforce, they're both in the same spot for both.
That is correct, which is how we know it's going to be 1 and 8 for the Triforces that we have. And we have a second quest overworld as well. And also, the enemies are not going down 1 HP. In fact, I think that we just saw 6 HP for that blue Moblin. However, I can't confirm that. There's the magical sword, and Shatty's inside of this level 2. Everyone, say the letter A. Thank you very much. So Shatty's facing off against the Gyvdos here and just trying to tackle off through this room, trying to figure out what we've got inside of this. And just get a bomb drop off one of them. So we have not really seen all the information that we need to know in regards to the drop shuffles. Nice bomb force there off the Dodongo. There's confirmation that those were the Gyvdos that Shatty was facing up against. So 1 heart container on the floor. Also Triforce, not in Triforce room. That's very good information there, Leslie.
Indeed, that means the Triforce could be in just about any other room in the dungeon. But we've also got a problem, a key block problem. Both of our runners will need a key from elsewhere to proceed in this level 2.
I mean, the good thing about that is the fact that both runners are running into that problem, because you'd hate to have a situation where one runner was able to get the luck and was able to get a key drop as opposed to the other one who's not able to. Both of them are finding themselves with a key issue here. Yeah, there's the Armos. We do see our shops have been shuffled. There's the shop with a 141 magical shield. So I don't think we're going to have a boomstick this time around. Although it's not completely dead just yet. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, a certain Panzer Dave rolled this seed. So be ready for anything to happen with this seed. The blessings have been complete. So what are you thinking already going into this seed? Are you like, you see that this is second quest dungeons, is also going to be a second quest money seed? What's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind here is, what do the secrets look like? Because we've already seen one door repair, but we don't know what it is because we had less than 15 rupees at the time, so we just lose them all.
As they declare bankruptcy as a result. There's one of our take candies over here in the bottom left corner. And Thirwolf now is going to be making, I would have to assume at this point, the play is going to be over towards the Armos over at the grave. I would have to assume, although Thirwolf would love to get some bombs and is trying the Lionels, you know things are not going well for you on the bomb situation when you have to go to the Lionels to try to get bomb drops.
Oh, absolutely. That is an enemy that can hit you for 2 hearts of damage at seemingly any time. So it's risk-reward in that regard, but Thirwolf does get a bomb pack from those 6 HP blue moblins.
About time, says Thirwolf. I mean, we've seen a... Holy cow! 39 rupee bomb shop!
Oh, that's nasty. Our runners might be relying on 10 counts for bombs.
On a second quest money seed. Both runners making their way over towards the Grave Armos. They saw that first Armos at the middle. Might be thinking, I gotta get over here. Get over to the Grave Armos, see what the item is. There's a level for Thirwolf at the Forgotten Spot. It's level 7. Level 1 found at 1Q6 for Shatty. Here's
and
a good
the shy
room to try.
guys are gorillas.
Here's a good room. Oh, Shatty takes Gorilla to the face. Wolf trying to figure out what room he's in, trying to figure out something inside of this level 7. Of course, this being the spiral. Shatty coming back into this room because it is a drop room, and we're not going to be able to do anything inside of this level 7 without the bow.
Yep, that is a hard Goma block. Don't even know what room we're in, but since we have to defeat the Goma to proceed, we might as well just come back later.
Shatty
It's
now
very
continuing.
easy to get blocked out of the double spirals, I might add.
Yeah, it is. Definitely. Especially considering the levels are super, super linear. Yes, so there are multiple staircases. Mid-secret, 29 rupees.
Not great, because it's a range of 25 to 40.
Silver!
Silver! Item, bring an item shuffle, and Thirwolf is not going to need to buy arrows at all. So that is one less expense off the table.
Boomstick!
Oh wow, Seed's delivering the goods right now. Question is, will our runners be able to afford it? There is only one large secret in a second quest overworld.
Alright, so we have seen a heart container here inside of this level 1. Here is the staircase that is going to be a transport staircase because level 1 only has the heart container as in addition to the floor drop. Now, of course, we don't know if the hearts are shuffled, but we now do know that the items will be shuffled in this seed because of those silver arrows on the Armos.
Also, those stairs,
nice staircase.
hilarious. I gotta say, those stairs hilariously go right next door.
You always love when you see that wind up happening in this game. Shatty, about ready to face off against the Alchemantist. Alchemantist not 0 HP. There's the flute!
Nice pickup for level 1. After Shatty gets out of here and sees that Armos item, there's one thing I want him to do. Blow it.
And Shatty needs to get out of here. He's already got both items. And he does finally get out of here. Maybe he was trying to go get some keys. But yeah, that's both items out of here. Shatty is done with this level 1, that recorder. Where is that recorder taking us to? But he does want to get to this Armos item first before he gets whisked away to anywhere.
Yeah, old or new, beaten or unbeaten. Those are the flags for the recorder. How does the seed roll?
And Shatty getting the news that this is a boomstick seed. There's the recorder for Thirwolf. He is done, and Shatty will be united with the silver arrows in just a moment. Got to see them before he left the screen. There we go.
Also, should be worth noting that with that Aquamentus, we can confirm that bosses did not roll 0 HP.
Oh, yeah. Took, I think, 4 sword hits to take care of said Aquamentus. By the way, the door repair is minus 17.
Ooh, 79 for a candle. That's rough. Our runners might want to hope to pull a red candle out of a dungeon.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that that is plus 19 off of its vanilla price. Only 1 off the maximum that it can be. Here's another of our take candies over here. So they're both completing this trek over here, and Thirwolf's going to move to the room to the north to start to tooth this flute. Where are we going? Are we going to new, unbeaten, whatever the case is? We're up here on Death Mountain.
Second quest 9. That is
new. It is new.
Really fast.
It's new unbeaten. And do you like fish sticks?
That's basically what second quest 3 is.
But we are key locked for Thirwolf. He can't do anything in this. Shatty will have a key. He could choose to do something in here if he wanted to. Thirwolf gonna be fluting. Wants to get into. Well, he went back to 3. Oh! Didn't get it to work though. Great idea. I think he was trying to jimmy that door open any way he possibly could. Just was not going to get the necessary ability to get that to open up. Super ropes. I hate them. You hate them.
Is that the red candle?
I think that was the raft.
Oh.
Yep, that is the raft. Nice key location. That will tell you something. Oh, we can't even get that key. We don't have any bombs. That's disgusting.
Dirty.
Oh, my.
That is dirty.
That key is not going anywhere. You need to take care of these enemies. Shatty's going to try to at least try to do a clip to get that key. Gets it, though.
Nicely done. Swordless clip to get the key out of the block. Thirwolf finds paper. Shatty picks up the Triforce. Excellent skill on display by Shatty there.
This is why both of these runners are in the quarterfinals. 3 of our spots of the semifinals have been filled. Could number 4 be filled tonight? As Shatty going over here, this would be the flute to level 2. We've already seen level 2 beforehand. So now we're going to go over here and find out that level 4, well, we can't get there because we need a bomb.
And that would be a good level to dig out because in second quest, that is a 2-item dungeon when Heart Shuffle is off.
Small secret is 13, just above its normal. Shatty doesn't see anything over there that he would really like. So
just want to bring up Sis Crusher in chat, brings up a good point, is that could be the letter spot because you cannot record her to the letter spot.
That's true, and Shatty's going to be going up here as well, and nope, it is going to be that bomb wall. That's vanilla. Shatty now taking the flute, and we're going to be going over here. We need a candle for that location.
Runners need bombs.
Actually, that candle location is going to be 4, and I think the bomb spot is going to be 5. Here's 6. And there's an immediate ladder block over to that room that's to the far... Well, that's the only room that's going to be down there. Never mind. And we need more bobs!
At this point, you just have to take the loss and just buy bombs. I don't like the price either. This gets a pack, though.
Yeah, Shatty's going to be trying to figure out what's going on here. Obviously, we're not going to get any sort of hints around here with that discovery right there. Thirwolf finding another of our secrets. That is a small one for 13. So,
Chat pointing out hints are vanilla, so
yes, they are.
buying hints is going to be useless.
Yeah, we're not getting any help out of this seed whatsoever. And if there's something in level 8, like for instance the bow, like the ladder, we're gonna have to figure out where level 8 is. The other thing about having the levels be the recorder being flute to unbeaten new, we still need to find where that level 9 is.
Yeah, and it could be just about anywhere.
Yep, indeed. It could be a particular item blocking it, too. Yeah, never mind. Never mind, there's 9. There's 9. Alright, well, there goes any sort of teasing that we had for this seed. So I guess we'll just go ahead and talk about how these runners got to this position here in the round of 16. Sputasaurus was the opponent for Shatty. Shatty defeated him 2 games to none. In the other side of the bracket, Malchior sent Thirwolf to the distance, getting into a game number 3, but Thirwolf narrowly knocked off Malchior. That was a pretty solid series between those two as well. 2 games to 1. That's how we got ourselves to the quarterfinals.
Absolutely. That series between Thirwolf and Malchior was a definite classic, and I gotta say, after this tournament for sure, I can foresee Malchior being a contender in future tournaments.
I mean, we saw pieces of that when he was at the SpeedGaming Live in-person tournament, when he wound up getting to the finals of that and had to face off against Jam. And, I mean, he definitely came a long ways in the course of this tournament. Definitely going to be looking forward to see what he winds up bringing to the table in upcoming tournaments. And, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see what winds up happening here in the remainder of this quarterfinals. It's been a really fun quarterfinal round, and even though some of our series have gone down 2 games to none, it has been an absolute blast. Some of these races have been so tight. There's the candle purchase for Shatty.
Thirwolf, on the other hand, was 1 rupee short, but he's gonna go get that candle right now.
And there will be the purchase for Thirwolf. Both runners now with the candle. Now they're going to be able to burn things and get into particular levels and see more NPCs declaring bankruptcy, which I don't get how they're declaring bankruptcy is your problem, but apparently it is here in the world of Hyrule. Alright, Thirwolf, going in. Here we all go. Level 4. The letter D. I had a comment I was going to say, but then I would get commented for phrasing, so I'm not going to say it.
And you know I would say phrasing as well.
So we're just going to leave it alone and just deal with our blue bubbles. Shatty can't buy a bomb worth a lick at this point.
I feel like there was a runner that once went by the name Can't Find Bombs. Although in that case, Thirwolf found red bubbles.
Yeah, I think they had a... They actually go by a different name nowadays.
That's what I'm aware. That's my understanding. But yeah, the
Yes,
way
indeed.
you can also look at level 4, it's a large bow.
Anyways, I mean, if you want to take a look, and we were just talking about that series of Malchior and Thirwolf, that was the story about that series as well. It just became absolutely problematic how Thirwolf was able to get all of the bomb drops and Malchior was not. And here Thirwolf is getting all the bomb drops again. Shatty is not able to get any bombs. And how about this for a disgusting take or leave behind, Mugger? 1 heart. Or 5 keys.
That is just absolutely that is just an absolutely disgusting act. And it's unfortunate we had that in the Seed Live. That is disgusting.
Shatty doing the up and A is going to save the bombs at this point. Now it's time to get some work done in the seed. Try to figure out where things are. Or have a freeze right in the middle of a screen transition. Special thanks to Pandantic Potato doing the tracking. Zelda's room! We are not going to have Zelda and Ganon in their rooms, guaranteed.
That's good knowledge for Thirwolf.
Shatty, with the key that he saved, now heads over here to the right. Did he make the right decision? Maybe this is going to play out into his favor. Thirwolf has found a transport staircase. Shatty has found a push block staircase. It is a transport here in level 2. Both players are in Darknet dungeons. So it looks like, based on at least at this early initial look, we're going to have the vanilla enemies. So that means level 5 is going to have the Wiz Robes, as well as level 6, and also level 9.
Shatty just found the Triforce in level 2, but nah, he wants to see a couple more rooms.
He wants to see the item.
That too.
He wants to see the item. And maybe it's here. Maybe this is the room he's looking for. It's not. Shatty trying to avoid that Triforce. Maybe this is the room he's looking for. It is. The item in level 2 is a heart container. And if that is a heart container on the coast, like the tracker has indicated, guess what we have turned on, Leslie Bro?
We got ourselves a heart shuffle seed. With that and Second Quest dungeons, if you thought that seeds where you recorder to new unbeaten dungeons were fast, think again. Some of them can be really tough. This could be one of the tough ones.
Well, that means we might have to be going into dungeons to try to find the floor item. Like, for instance, in how about that level 8?
Oh gosh.
Shatty's getting more bankruptcy being declared, trying to figure out where levels 8 and 9 is. Thirwolf knows where 9 is. Shatty does not.
I don't think Shatty's been to the forest yet, that's why. Meanwhile, staircase for Thirwolf, that's the white sword.
That's a pretty good find right there for Thirwolf. Doubles his offense, which is going to be really good considering the fact that we've got the enemy sets that we do.
And the HP rolls that we do now, 2 HP keys, not a problem.
Look at all the dig doggers we have in this 4. Bomb upgrade, 106 rupees. Thirwolf does not afford this at this point. And Shatty's about to join Thirwolf inside of this level 4. Also, White Sword is not good enough to kill the Zolls. That's always fun.
That just makes me glad Zolls don't drop bombs, typically.
But however, that does become a question about the Fires coming up here in a little bit. They're all trying to dispatch of the Sakomentis. It is a push black. And there is the second item. The ladder is in level 4. The ladder is in 4.
Now that's going to be very helpful. We've already seen a couple of ladder-blocked rooms that may or may not be required, especially now knowing that Heart Shuffle is in play.
Oh, yes. But Shatty does not know that at this point. I don't think Shatty has explored that coast to see that. However, Thirwolf does not know that either, because Thirwolf did not see the staircase item in 2. Shatty has been prompted to leave behind the keys, has told the game, no, I'm not doing that. There's the map to level 4 in case you needed confirmation that you're in the letter D. 5 or 6 HP for the red dark nuts.
Yeah, dark nuts, you can tell the red ones roll up as if you drop a bomb, you get the hit, and they're still coming at you.
It's even worse when you get the hit on the red ones.
That's exactly what I was getting, and that's
I meant the blue ones.
For Thirwolf.
I meant the blue ones because the blue ones do the 2 HP. There is the Zelda room for Shatty, so Shatty now knows that information as well.
And Thirwolf up and A out of the door repair.
Shatty trying to figure out where to go inside of this level 4. Thirwolf looks like he's going to level 2 at this stage. And then Thirwolf will then get to see that lovely little heart container inside of the staircase.
And chat pointing out Thirwolf saving the 1 rupee. That's not just the one that'll kill Ganon. That also helps Wait, Thirwolf doesn't have a bow yet, but should he find a bow, he'll be all set.
This seed is not going to be done until we get to see where that wonderful bow turns out to be. That bow could be anywhere. There's the heart container for Thirwolf on this level 2. And only you can prevent forest fires. Control that candle with ease. There's the heart container on the floor for Shatty. I think Thirwolf found that. He had to have found that.
I'm not sure if he did, but Thirwolf did just find the Triforce out of level 2, and faster than Shatty did.
Oh yeah, that was a very, very fast level 2 for Thirwolf. And Thirwolf, now with the idea that we do have a heart shuffle turned on, has come back in here in search of the second item, the floor drop. It could be anywhere. And Thirwolf is out of this too, has decided I've had enough. Alright, Thirwolf back into this level 3. And there is the white sword for Shatty.
Shatty's gonna be pretty happy seeing that.
I mean, I would be happy getting a white sword when I know my enemies have turned up plus or minus 2 HP. There's the Wrath for Thirwolf. We got to see that from Shatty earlier. Shatty just trying to get over here. Going to have to... has chosen to try to go around, not to steal the key here, but is now going to have to go spend that key if he wants to get the easy way over here to where the Triforce turns out to be. Nice killing of the Dodongos for Thirwolf.
Now Shatty has to clear out these Spinies. They take the role of the Dark Nuts in this
take
that
defense 4. That's not a good death to take right there because you're deep inside the dungeon. Now you got to walk all the way back.
You hate to see it.
Thirwolf having to make the decision, do I use my one and only key to go to the room to the north? It could very well be the second item of this level 3. But Thirwolf is going to go up here, take his odds where he can.
I don't think Shatty had the recorder when he came in here, so could not check this room that Thirwolf is going to try and clear out.
Thirwolf clearing out one of the Daggerais, now comes back on in. Gets the map. We already know that it's the letter L. And Thirwolf has decided I'm not spending my key. I'll force this game to send me back here to this level 3.
I don't blame him for making that call.
But no, Thirwolf is coming back in here. And Shatty's being reminded about forest fire is going to have to be extremely careful here, down to a half of a heart. Thirwolf. Oh man, Handela rolls either 2 or 1 HP on those arms. Beautiful. And another Dig Dogger. Of course, if you were wondering if extra bosses had turned on, well, their extra bosses have turned on. Thank you, game.
No,
and it's not here. There's the ladder for Shatty. That's actually good for Shatty, because I forgot he still needed to get this ladder.
So that death might have actually helped him out here.
It may
As for the
have.
item 3, it is where Thirwolf didn't go.
And now it's time to meet the wizards, the wonderful Wizrobes of Hyrule. Welcome to the letter Z. We got fun and games.
So, to answer chat, the baby Dig Doggers are known as normal enemies according to the game's code. So, to that end, their HP is all the same for all the baby Dig Doggers, and it's the same HP range that rolls for all the regular enemies. So, example, plus or minus 4 HP is on.
Ouch!
Then those Dig Dogger babies are going to be plus or minus 4. Hey, there's Ganon's room, so that won't be a 9 either.
Welcome to the Wizrobes. I mean, we knew that they were going to be here. Goma! Hi, buddy! In a drop room. Oh my. Alright, off we go to level 6. And by the way, I can hear some cackling going on right now from a far distance. That would be the cackling of Dave, who rolled this seed. Nice use of the boomerang right there to stun the Dig Dogger, keep it in place.
Keep it under control, because after a while, the baby Dig Doggers will get faster and faster.
And more annoying and more annoying. We're seeing the same strats being employed here by Shatty. Gets a bomb drop for his pain. Just needs to go one more room to the north and just take care of these darkness this time around. We'll have the Triforce. That is a transport staircase in 6 for Thirwolf.
He's now out of 4 with that Triforce finally picked up.
And you're seeing what Thirwolf is doing in regards to the Wizrobe here, just trying to see if he can't get the friendlier Wizrobe to be the primary enemy. So he's going to leave this room, and at the very least, he's saving the progress of this room as well. Unfortunately, the blue is the last remaining enemy. Employ a couple of bombs. Gets a key for the effort. You only had 1, so that is a positive ending here for Thirwolf, even though you would have loved to have walked away with the item or maybe the Triforce for that effort.
Oh shoot. At least he's in the chute.
Yeah, at least he's got a weapon that can actually hit those fires. And all that clearing, unfortunately, with no end result. You always hate when that happens. You spend all that time trying to clear a room, and then you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I knew that's exactly where you were going with that. As Shatty does a world wrap to get the co-star. He's at 10 hearts now, so there's a 20% chance, roughly, of being able to acquire the magical sword. You know what? No. It's 10% chance, depending on whether that shuffle turned on or not, but Thirwolf got bopped by the Wizrobe.
So what wound up happening to Thirwolf is that he got bopped into the middle of the two Wizrobes, and the beam was still going at that time. So he got bopped for 4 hearts, and then the blue Wizrobe finished the deal to drop 2 more hearts out of Thirwolf. Back to start we go. And that's another one that you lose and you get nothing. And everything we've seen so far, Leslie, we have not seen any idea about our white sword item. So that could still come into play. We might still have to be hunting down for that, including the fact that the power bracelet's still for grabs, and that could be blocking access to something. Or it could be maybe our bow. I still want to see level 8 be required for something. I mean, these 2 runners don't want to, but I mean, Thirwolf is the one who made this as remorse flag, so I think Thirwolf would be absolutely happy to dig through 2Q8, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, he's the one who set it up for this, is Shatty.
Get out of here, Thirwolf.
So both runners now know where that is.
Good move there by Thirwolf getting out of there. That is a push block. Is this our item? It is. It's the bow and 6!
And he stabs it. Something about that seems familiar, or am I mistaken?
The bow and 6 for Thirwolf. Red ring on the floor and 6 as well!
Yo, wow! Is an insanely good pickup for Thirwolf. Doesn't have to worry about trying to track down that one large secret to try and afford that boomstick, because now he's set offensively and defensively, and it has effectively entered Schrodinger.
And you're right, at this point in time, Thirwolf just needs to complete the remainder of the dungeons. We do not need to step into 1 or 2Q8 for anything. Thirwolf still needs to be careful. Down to 1 heart. These Wizrobes will do a... Got him, though! Well, they do 1/2 of a heart damage on red ring status. Shatty inside of this level 5. Oh, by the way, I think that Gomo's the one that was blocking that Triforce in this spy. That's why Thirwolf is unable to get that. There is the Triforce for Thirwolf is on out of here. But watch out, Leslie. If you haven't thought that we're moving fast enough through this seed, Thirwolf's about to hit Mach 10.
So silvers were not in 5. Silvers were the Armos item.
Yep, the Armos item was the silvers. We started with that as our very first item, and there it is, confirmation that Goma is blocking the Triforce. That Goma with the Triforce, so therefore Shatty is unable to get anything done. Shatty needs to get out of here, get to 6. That is where the bow is. Thirwolf is going to need to get that Triforce out of 5 before he goes into 9, but 5 is just around the corner from 9, isn't it? It's up here in the Lost Hills.
It's not too far off, as Thirwolf finds the stair. No, it's an item. It's the power bracelet. But at this point in the game, Thirwolf knows everything he needs to know to complete the seed.
Yep.
So no feat of strength will rescue the princess on this evening.
I mean, it still could have been a feat of strength required to beat the princess, and that would be the case if level 8 turned out to be such the case. There, Shatty takes another death here in 5. Thirwolf continuing to power through this level. And this is just where you're going to really start to see, again, Shatty cannot afford any more time. If you're rooting for a game number 3, you've got the perfect setup for it right now. That Goma was 100% required here in 7.
No getting around it. You had to beat the Goma, not just the one in 7, but for the Triforce in 5.
Yep, Shatty's trying to find out where exactly this Triforce is in 5, or not the Triforce, but the item is in 5. Not gonna get lucky here. This race isn't over with, but at this point in time, Thirwolf's getting... It's evident here. We're revving up. There's the heart container. And I think that Goma's blocking the other item. Shatty's got to get out of here. Go to 6.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend any more time here.
There's the compass for Thirwolf.
So far against you for finding the item you need here. That's just me.
And if game number 3 is required, it's going to be tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern on a channel to be determined. And if game 3 is required, that will be the final of the quarterfinals. It's hard to believe that we're already at that point. This tournament's starting to wind down. Which reminds me, I've got to work on that clip package.
And even though the tournament might be winding down, it has been a very fun ride to have been a part of.
Oh, for
both as a
certain.
player and a commentator.
For certain. Oh, that's disgusting. Another of the muggers.
There's usually 2 in Second Quest 7.
Yeah, so that's 1. I'm just waiting for the second one to fall. Shatty going here to 6. This is what Shatty needs. The bow and the... No, he's going to 7! Well, the good news is that Shatty's going to get locked out of here really fast. But it's just ill time that he can afford at this point. There's the Triforce behind the Dodongos. Thirwolf just needs to get back to 5. Get the Goma tackled. Then we're talking about level 9.
And it's a Second Quest 9, which can still do some nasty stuff. And speaking of nasty, Shatty taking a rather nasty death to the Sidestepper, which has taken the place of the Gibdo in this sprite set.
Yeah.
Those hugs are just as painful, if not more, due to the pincers.
And that's a death that Shatty could not have at this point. That right there is just absolutely devastating. Shatty back into 2. Needs to get to 6, not 2. I think Shatty just has no idea what to do at this point. Or maybe Shatty's trying for the magical sword. As Chad is pointing out, here's the Goma for Thirwolf. I feel like Shatty's just been rattled this entire seed. Thirwolf for the 8th and final of the Triforces. Magical sword not attainable at 11 hearts. Leslie Pro, what are we looking for in level 9?
In level 9, we are in the Second Quest version of level 9. However, the objective remains the same. We are looking and listening for the roar and the door. The roar means we're close to the beast as he is loud. The door is a single shutter door in any direction that stays shut once a room is cleared.
And I should point out,
this is not the skull. This is the pig dungeon.
I should point out that we've already seen Ganon's room and Zelda's room, so you're looking for a shutter room in any direction.
Yep, that I did mention.
So, no guarantee that this is going to be the room that leads to Zelda. Nope, that shutter door does open.
Also, second quest, you got pushed. You can also walk through a wall.
Power bracelet. Oh boy. So you're going to walk away from that room and you're going to remember that one for later. And you're going to walk away from that room and you're going to remember that one for later.
Oh, shoot.
Nice key right there. Shatty's about 25 seconds away from being locked out of this level. There she is! We have located Zelda! Alright, so now we just need to hear the roar of Ganon.
Now, with bosses, they can drown out the roar of the beast, so it is important to be vigilant in the room of a boss.
Shatty going into 6. Oh, by the way, we don't have a potion. Bear that in mind.
I'm surprised nobody bothered to buy one.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of rupees. I mean, Shatty does, but Thirwolf hasn't. By the way, that shutter door that you saw was not Zelda over there in that spiral room, because that's the second quest level 5 spiral room where you push the block. There's our blue bubbles. And more blue bubbles in this room at least. You'll keep note of those. Thirwolf now systematically checking this left side. Has the candle ready just in case he needs to burn himself. I think Thirwolf's, yep, there we go. Thirwolf was thinking about the up and A right here. And here's the room that we saw Thirwolf die to the red ring in the next room over. Shatty's going to see it right now, and Shatty wants that red ring ASAP. The room to the north is where the bow is. Thirwolf now checking over here to the right side. This is the room with the bow. Still no roar of Ganon. He might be in the right ear.
Should be a very good hiding spot.
Here's the bow for Shatty.
That bringing up a good point. If I'm Shatty, I am not feeling good about finding the bow at 46 minutes. Especially knowing there's Gomas around.
Especially knowing that you had to double back to the dungeons with the Gomas in it. Yeah, there's Shatty getting the Triforce out of 6. We might have to take care of this room with the 5 blue whiz robes. Make it 6. There was one hiding. Thirwolf got hit, but still taking this room easy. You can see Thirwolf pausing around, just not tackling this room super aggressive, trying to be super safe, takes care of the room. There is the roar!
All I'm gonna say is don't die now. You'd hate to have to backtrack to here.
Gets the heart back.
Taking for the door. And with that, here, scanning 1 hit, 7 or 8.
Of course.
1 hit quitter.
Of course.
And with that,
Resident
down
Sleeper.
goes Gannon. We got Bacon. Thirwolf has the Triforce of Power. Now he just has to backtrack to the kidnapped.
Yep, and all he has to do is go just a few rooms over here. Thirwolf just going through and continuing down. And the quarterfinal round is not done and over with. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a Game 3 tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
I hope, and myself, like all of you, I am definitely going to be watching it.
Thirwolf.
Time for Thirwolf. 48, 47. And upon seeing that, Shatty has thrown in the towel, and he will have the remorse flag for Game 3.
Yes, indeed. A pretty solid effort here for both of the runners, but Thirwolf able to get to that bow in the red ring in 6 a lot sooner as we welcome into the conversation both of our runners. Thirwolf, the race winner, Shatty, the runner-up. GG's to both of you.
Thanks. I thought that went well.
Yo,
Certainly
GGs.
did. GG's to both of you.
So, is there anything that you want to say to Dave as he rolled this thing?
Good job, Dave. He didn't put anything required in 9. Thank goodness for that. In 8, I didn't touch or find, so that's perfect.
Neither of you did get to seed level 8, but of course, obviously, the big thing about this seed was the fact that you could record 2 new dungeons. But, Shatty, what did you think overall about this?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty happy when I found the bow there. I got a little disheartened when I saw a heart in 2, I think it was, and then
In the staircase.
I wrapped over the coast and there was a heart there, and I was like, oh boy, I skipped a lot of items.
Yeah, I saw you contemplating about getting back into that level 2 to see what the floor drop was going to be. You didn't go back, but by that point in time, we knew you needed to get back into that level 6 because apparently level 5, you couldn't get anything because, what was that, double Goma in 5 there?
Yeah,
I didn't see enough of 5 to tell.
Yeah, the rooms to the south of the Triforce had what was that little bracket staircase room that you see in 2Q6, but it had a heart container on the floor, which screamed to me that that was going to be probably the item staircase for that level. But yeah, this seed came down to the fact that Thirwolf, you were able to achieve the Triforce and Go mode sooner than Shatty did, and you just absolutely turned on the jets and blazed through the remainder of this seed. Like, it was only maybe 10 minutes between when you got that bow and red ring in 6 compared to when you wrapped everything else up?
Let's see. 6, that was my, I think, 3 Triforces to go. So yeah, it was like 8:50 after that to just get the remaining Triforces and beat 9. 9 trolled me probably the most just because Ganon had to be where I went because I had eliminated literally everywhere else.
Yeah, because of the fact that the first time you saw that room with the 6 blue whiz robes, you're like, nah, I don't really want to do this. Hey, it's a shutter door. I'll put this into my memory bank for later on. And then you found out the shutter door to the room to the below that was the one that led to Zelda.
Yeah, and I could have gone and fought the whiz robes. They rolled down, which was great, but I'm like, I got so much the rest of this 9 to look at. What are the odds? Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So, Shatty, game number 3 tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. You've got the remorse flag. Any thoughts about what you're doing? I mean, you don't have to make the decision just yet, but is there anything that you're toying around with for your remorse for tomorrow?
But we turn off that recorder. That's no fun.
Oh, so what would that be? The recorder to new dungeons?
Unbeaten. Is that not
Turning off the unbeaten. Yeah.
So we actually have to go and do some of that. Is that what you want to lock in for your remorse, or do you want to take a few more minutes to think about that?
No, let's lock it in. Who cares?
All right, there we go. Game number 3 tomorrow night. It's going to be featuring the inability to record to new unbeaten dungeons.
It's frustrating. I was in that 6 kind of early, although I'm guessing it was ladder blocked. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think there was probably a good ladder that you needed to have, which of course the ladder turned out to be in that letter D. And okay, I do want to ask that about you though, Shatty. If you got that Triforce out of level 4, were you going back in to get that second staircase item?
Absolutely not.
That would have been really painful if you did not get that ladder.
Well, it's painful either way. It's always painful playing Thirwolf. So good.
You owned me the first time, so.
It was close. I just got the bow. So if you're only 10 minutes in, that's probably 15 for me. Getting there.
I mean, it was a pretty solid effort for both of you. You both had some good moments of execution and whatnot. Leslie, is there anything you wanted to add?
No, nothing from me. I was thoroughly entertained by this race, and I am looking forward to watching that race tomorrow night on a network to be determined.
All right. Special thanks to both of our runners. Also, special thanks to Pandantic Potato for doing the tracking for this race. Now, before we go, we do want to go ahead and plug a few things. So coming up here tomorrow, 12 noon here on Speed Gaming on the Prime Speed Gaming channel. You all love the Super 16 Super Nintendo race every year. Well, tomorrow is the game list for the 2023 Super 16. 12 noon featuring, I believe it's going to be Feasel on the call for that one, talking about all the great games that are going to be coming up on this year's Super 16. That's 12 noon Eastern tomorrow. Then, of course, 1 o'clock is going to be when the group's reveal is for the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. And then later on, the Super Mario Brothers 3 Grand Finals, 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow on the Speed Gaming Prime Network. We'll figure out where this match 3 between these two are going to be at some point tomorrow. Any closing thoughts, Shatty? Any closing thoughts, Thirwolf?
Yes. Thanks always to everyone putting this on.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
Did.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Try again.
Yep. Gotta have a game 3.
Yes, indeed. In that game 3 tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific on a Speed Gaming channel to be determined. Thank you all for joining me. Leslie, it's been fun.
Oh, it's always fun, Rick. No matter what game we're commentating, calling, however you want to phrase it, it's always a blast.
Yes, indeed. Stick around. More stuff coming up here on the Speed Gaming Networks, including Super Mario or Super Metroid Randomizer League and various other games. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 10 o'clock for Game 3. Good night, everyone.
See you next time, folks. Stay kind, stay safe, stay awesome, and we'll see you then.